What's next on the list?
Right, so next is on the list is tomatillos.
Excellent.
Right, who wants tomatillos? Anybody who's got an ounce of sanity, that's who.
Really?
Tomatillos are the best crop we're doing this year, more or less.
Okay.
They may not be tomatoes, but they're a damn sight easier to grow.
What is a tomatillo?
A
For anybody
tomatillo-
that doesn't know.
A tomatillo it's a physalis, so it's like a husk
Oh, yeah.
cherry. So you'll get this great big green fruit with a little paper lantern around it. They are very delicious, very easy to grow, disease resistant, hardy, and the fruit stores forever.
Perfect plant.
Only nobody knows what to do with them. So they just sit there in
Do you
community
not
gardens.
eat them raw?
Please don't.
Oh.
They taste horrible.
Oh, do they? So
Right,
what do you...
you got to cook them.
Okay.
So with tomatillos, what you do is essentially you grill them in olive oil, and then they're amazing. They're amazing with bean and tomatillo soup. It's just astonishing.
Okay.
Really, really good. It's just one of those things which doesn't necessarily have a very strong flavour, and yet somehow transforms everything.
Wow.
So it's just a big deal.
So are you giving these out to everybody as a...
We
to
do-
try and...
We do them every year.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
And everybody loves them?
Nobody ever bloody tries them.
Okay. So what do we do from this point?
From this point, you plant the bloody thing in the ground, and you keep the slugs off them for the next few weeks.
Just straight in the ground, not in
Yeah.
a pot?
Straight in the ground. They're pretty tough plants. You can do them in a pot, but they'll grow in the ground, no problem.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about blight, even though they're related to tomatoes. They'll just flop on the ground. You can stake them if you want. If you let them flop, they root and actually they grow better. But the problem is often slugs get
Right.
the fruit. So it's up to you how you do them. They're quite big plants and they grow like the clappers. They look totally weedy.
Yeah, they do.
How
long...
They will self-sow in your garden, about 2 foot apart. They're big plants.
Wow.
And they'll just shoot up as soon as they're in the ground.
Right.
Because you're eating them immature, they're quite quick to make stuff. So these are a bit late. I guess you'll have tomatillos end of July, but
Okay.
you'll have them right up to November. They'll be one of the last things in the veg plot. So
And you pick them as they ripen and
you pick them,
new ones come
you pick
on.
them when they're small,
Right.
and if you pick them more of them, yeah, they will make more. Generally, you harvest them when the husk that carries them is splitting open,
Right.
but before they've started to change colour.
Okay, are we going to discuss this nearer the time so that we
Yes,
can show that later
but-
on in the season?
We've got a bit of shortage. We're only going to give you 2 of these, but if you look after them right, you'll still get a shed load off them.
Okay.
2 foot apart. The other thing is you've got to plant. This is critical. You've got to plant them in pairs because they're not self-fertile.
Oh, right.
So
Okay.
even if you've only got a small space, just put 2 together.
Okay.
But one on its own is a write-off.
Okay.
Pretty disappointing.
Okay. All right.
Tomatillos,
Thank you for that.
so good.